Number 10 Notre Dame versus number 16 Florida State on a Saturday night. I know you might be thinking, what do you mean number 16 Florida State? The number 16 team in the ACC. Yes, Florida State 16. That's where they're at in the ACC. The game that was the biggest home matchup for the Irish is, it's something else. We're going to talk about this matchup with Tim Hyde, folks. Please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to our channel for more content. Head over to blueandgold.com for much more preview coverage of this matchup. So, Tim, again, the number 10 part for Notre Dame is accurate. That's their ranking in the CFP. Meanwhile, FSU limps into this game 1-8 overall. Their win, by the way, over Cal, the worst team in the ACC this season, with a 0-4 conference record. But, Tim, key number one here, smothering defense. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it's been this way all year. It's been the talk of the team about the defense. Al Golden, this crew is lights out for the second consecutive season nationally ranked. And started doing, watching the film, been watching a little bit of FSU this week, and then start diving into some of the numbers. And, we always talk about how good Notre Dame's defense is, but look at them nationally. They are unbelievable. They are number one in completion percentage, 49%. That's it. Number 3 in pass efficiency defense, 5th in yards per attempt. And then you got the 4th best scoring defense, the 11th best third down defense. And we talk third down, we're always talking about their dime package, how lethal that's been the last couple of years here at Notre Dame. Then on the other side, Mike, this is for the old guys like me, or great memories of some great Florida State, obviously the iconic game of '93, the huge upset in 2002. Mike, this Florida State offense, but by the way, guys, this is out of 134 teams. 133 in scoring, 108 in pass. So you got the 108th pass offense going against the number 1 completion percentage defense. Good luck. 126 in yards per attempt. And then this is my favorite one, 131st in completion percentage. So when we talk about smothering defense, bring it. I mean, seriously, these guys got to show up, use the dominance that they have played with all year long on defense, and that should be the type of ball game that we see on Saturday night from Al Golden and his crew.
Key number 2, another week together. Tim, what are you talking about here?
Offensive line. Yeah, it's only 3 weeks, right? Navy, a bye, and now Florida State, but it's 3 weeks together. And then on top of that, we're going back to the beginning of the season when you're only talking about the 6 starts, because obviously Rocco Spindler and Pat Coogan started the season on the bench. But after Florida State, Mike, this unit of freshman Knapp, Billy Schrauff, Pat Coogan, and Spindler back as seniors in the starting lineup, and Emil Wagner, 61 starts this unit will take going into Virginia. So we go from 6 to 61 now. So you're starting to see a lot of the experience, these guys playing together. Obviously, Billy Schrauff coming back is a big key, but some of the big numbers for this unit as we get ready for Florida State is 7th in rushing touchdowns, 6th in yards per rush. One of my favorite stats for an offensive line is sacks and TFLs given up. They're ranked in the top 20. So that even with their inexperience, guys moving around, the 2 elder statesmen bench at the beginning now coming back. Pat Coogan's playing unbelievable at center, one of the nationally top-ranked centers in the country with his PFF grade. It just shows you the coaching that is going on, these guys working together, a heck of a scheme with Coach Denbrock and Joe Rudolph as the O-line coach, and come out here and just smash Florida State and get this O-line, keep moving forward here this final month of the season together.
So kind of this third key obviously ties with this game, but it's more of like a look at the rest of the season. So you're talking about the stretch run here, 4 games left, host FSU, host Virginia next week, go to Yankee Stadium and play Army, and then you end the campaign, at least in the regular season, at Southern Cal.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there. A lot, when we last saw Notre Dame play, they've hit their 6th win in a row, Marcus Freeman's longest winning streak. Now we're looking at this schedule. Obviously, we're planning ahead. No one wants to plan ahead, but that's what we do, right, Mike? We sit here and we hang out and we talk about Notre Dame football. But as the players go, it's going to be a 1 week at a time. But, I mean, you're looking at it. All the Notre Dame fans, it's right in front of you. This is the stretch run. This is right here. They're in the playoffs as of right now. Keep this thing moving forward. See if they can move up a couple spots and get a home game. Florida State is is a bad football team. They know it. I think the players know it, and it's just been one of those dreadful seasons. Then you got UVA at home, and then obviously you're going on the road to play Army. And real quick, looking at stop rate, ESPN has a metric for defensive stop rates for defensive rankings, points per drive. Notre Dame offensively is going to be playing Florida State, who's 107, and Virginia 103. So this is a great 2-week stretch at home. Keep working, keep getting better as a unit. Playing Army, who's number 2, by the way, in that thing. Notre Dame, for all the Notre Dame fans out there, they're 4th in the country, the 4th best defense of stopping teams, not even allowing first downs and points per drive. So that tells you how dominant they've been. And then, obviously, this stretch run is going to end, which every Notre Dame fan loves, an iconic game going into the Coliseum. Iconic meaning what could come afterwards. And Notre Dame went out there in 12 and 18, handled business. 2000, they had to win that game to go to a BCS game back in the day, go to the Fiesta Bowl. They won it. So they've had some recent success going out there with a lot of chips in the middle of the pile, right? And they have to go snatch them and move on. Notre Dame's done it, and hopefully we handle business getting ready for the Coliseum here in the next few weeks.
I love this page, Winsipedia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so 11 games in this series. So Notre Dame's won 3. The past 3 matchups. You got 2021, the 41-38, Jack Cohn, game. Well, that was Jack Cohn's first game for the Irish. Their year previously, 42-26. Just that, I think that game looked closer than it really even was. Notre Dame really controlled that one, if I remember correctly. Then 2018 at home, Notre Dame beating the Willie Taggart-led Seminoles 42-13. And then you got the 2014 win for FSU 31-27 in 2011. That would have been the Champ Sports Bowl?
Yes.
2011, 18-14 FSU. So the past few matchups. And then, Tim, let's look at OddsShark. How about this, Tim? This opened up at -3.5 way back in May, right? When you do those big preseason odds. And then the line opened at, for like game week, November 3rd at 24.5. It got bet all the way up to 26. So OddsShark has Notre Dame 43, FSU will round it to 12, which is Notre Dame winning, covering the spread, and the total blowing past. 42.5 is a small spread, Tim. So do you agree with OddsShark here? What are you thinking?
OddsShark has been absolutely on a roller coaster this season. But, Mike, I'm literally going about that same score. I went 44-13. So that was going to be my score. I got some field goals here and there. Florida State's only hit 20 mark once this year, so they're struggling. They're playing multiple quarterbacks. They got a true freshman who was a really good quarterback a year ago in high school who's getting a lot of reps now. But I'm going 44-13. I think Notre Dame's going to come out their offensive line, which is really the strength of Florida State is their defensive line, but offensively, they have been a mess. I think this, I mean, obviously, it's a big recruiting night, the hooting and hollering. It's a night game. I think the Irish guys are going to be extremely, extremely excited to come out and play this ball game at night. It's their only one as going into that stretch run. So I'm looking for a big, big victory for the Irish, and I'll go 44-13.
I'm going to say FSU leads at the end of the first quarter 3-0. And then the Irish turned it on 38-13. That's what I'm rolling with. Irish turned it on from there. So that's previewing Notre Dame hosting Florida State. Folks, please hit the thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. blueandgold.com is your home for all things Notre Dame, Fighting Irish football, and recruiting coverage. Lock into this very YouTube channel. Tim and I will be live no matter what time the game ends. If it's 1 a.m., 2 whatever. Gosh, I hope the game doesn't end then. But you get what I'm saying. We will be live on the Blue and Gold YouTube channel seconds after the clock hits 000. So make sure to join us and hear what we have to say about Notre Dame and Florida State. Again, appreciate you all for watching. And as always, we will catch you next time.